All right, one other thing from Jim Norton before we move on here. You just came in with the Village DVD, and you're just completely outraged.
He was livid when he came in. He's holding it up. He was speechless. He just holds it up so we can look at it, and he's just like, this.
You notice what time he came here, too?
Yeah.
5:20. We're like, what's wrong? You have a fever or something?
Been up all night.
But he walks in with the DVD just in his hand. It's not even in his bag or whatever. Well, he doesn't have any of that stuff. He just throws a coat on and comes in here. Why? Never mind. But he's holding the DVD, and he's just ranting and raving about it.
Yeah.
I bought
in
this
a bad way.
In Chicago, and I'm tempted to get on a plane and go get a refund. This
that bad
piece of crap could be the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. I actually at one point thought that this M. Night Shyamalan, whatever stupid,
Shamalama Ding Dong,
exactly, is awful. I thought this might be a comedy. I'm like, this can't be serious. The acting was atrocious. Atrocious. The story was atrocious. The Village. I would have liked this more if it was about Greenwich Village, and instead of red cloaks, they all wore chaps and drank out of each other's mules. Everything you've done.
Freshly bleached hair.
Starring Martini Steve.
Bunch of cozy creatures in the woods in the village. They're not monsters, they're bears. They just hug you if you cross the magic line.
Beware the sweet face.
It was not a horror film.
I thought the acting was good.
The acting was atrocious.
Now, looking at the commercials for it, it was presented like some type of horror film in the same vein as what was the other movie you put out?
Sixth Sense,
which was great.
No, Signs,
and
Signs. You put out Signs, so I was thinking it was going to be like that. I have not seen this movie.
Oh.
But don't worry, you could ruin it for me. I don't care.
I won't ruin it for you, but I'll tell you who will. Joaquin Phoenix, whose next film should be called Breakdancing in Front of the Viper. Awful.
You didn't like his acting when
it stunk.
When the retarded character in the film,
Adrian Brody,
stabbed him.
That was the only. No, I actually liked when he got stabbed. I didn't like the fact that he did live. The only part of the movie I liked is when Adrian Brody's face got slapped, because a retard being slapped is always amusing. Always amusing. Sigourney Weaver stunk.
Now you're saying the acting's horrible.
William Hurt.
But William Hurt's a great actor.
He was awful.
Sigourney Weaver is a very good actress.
Sure.
She is, yeah, I suppose so. She's
Star-studded cast, I might add.
It was amazing how...
Didn't Brody win an Oscar?
He certainly did for the
penis.
The piano.
The pianist.
The pianist? Was the pianist?
Yeah, the pianist.
Who else? Who's the chick? Her last name is Howard? Something Howard?
Yeah.
Stop ripping me off, Robin.
Brianna.
She was atrocious.
Whatever, yeah.
Really? So the acting, horrific.
I thought it was as a goof. There's a clip here where this one woman is like thinking of proposing marriage to Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah.
And I thought like this was like meant to be a comedy. I'm like, this has to be ironic. She can't really be acting. So she gets up all the courage and she walks up to him. It's supposed to be like this 1800s setting.
Yeah.
And he's like, he's sharpening a sword. And if you got the first clip, this is what she said. This is her like telling him that she loves him.
Good afternoon, Lucius. I wanted to tell you something. I love you, Lucius. I love you like the day is long. I love you more than the sun and the moon together. And if you feel the same way, then we should not hide it any longer. It's a gift, love is. We should be thankful. We should bellow it out with all the breath in our lungs. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
That's the next scene after he like doesn't react. That's her crying. I just wanted that in there because that's how I felt watching this film. Do you realize that?
Wow, that acting is really bad.
It's like listening to Blair's cousin Jerry do Shakespeare. It's horrible.
That's Bryce Dallas Howard.
Oh,
dude,
Ron's daughter.
That is Ron's daughter. I'm like, it has to be his daughter for her to get acting work. She is atrocious.
Well, the reviewers I remember at the time thought she did a fantastic job with this movie.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I'm just saying.
Now,
Just
it's not a horror movie by any stretch of the imagination?
Well, they definitely marketed it as a horror
Yes, they did.
flick. And when I saw it, when the credits, started rolling, everyone's got really pissed off. People started throwing some of their refreshments going, that's
Really?
it? That's it?
One of those movies that ends and you're like,
this
oh
is
no, don't you
BS.
dare roll the credits.
Yeah, this is BS. That's it?
I also had Steve, Joaquin Phoenix has this thing he does. He's on the same success path as, Jim Belushi, or name someone else who had a more gifted brother, kicked the bucket at a young age. And he does this thing where he whispers because he really is not a good actor. So to get emotion, he whispers, and that's his way of being passionate. Is he whispers, and it's enragingly bad because I don't know why actors somehow think that makes you seem passionate. It doesn't.
Really?
It makes you seem hoarse. It's awful. So I have a thing of him and Bryce. Okay. I think this is Bryce or the other dingbat.
This
right?
is Joaquin's monologue, I believe.
I love this Jimmy's review.
It's just him and her talking, and she says something, and he's passionate.
When we are married, will you dance with me? I find dancing very agreeable. Why can you not say what is in your head?
Why can you not stop saying what is in yours? Why must you lead when I want to lead? If I want to dance, I will ask you to dance. If I want to speak, I will open my mouth and speak. Everyone is forever begging me to speak further. I would love to know why he talks like that. I would like to know why he always asks.
He does do that in a lot of roles.
Here's why. He stinks. Joaquin. Anybody with a silent J in the beginning of their name is
Joaquin.
gonna stink.
Yeah.
That wasn't his thing, though.
Opie, how do you find your coffee? Is it good?
It's very good.
How many Splendas do you put in it? One. I can't believe it. One.
And M. Night he really should be gutted for writing this dialogue. She says to him, on our wedding night, will you dance with me? I find dancing to be agreeable. How do you go through a read-through with a bunch of actors and she says that and somebody doesn't throw hot coffee at her? How does that happen? I swear to God.
Because they're all agreeable in Hollywood.
I was teetering thinking that this might be some kind of an ironic parody of horrible acting. It was atrocious. William Hurt is a good actor, and he stinks in it. Nobody was good. I didn't get any Sigourney stuff. Believe me, I can go back through it and have some later this week. She also was atrocious.